This episode is brought to you by our friends at Hover, the easiest way to buy domain names and do more with them. Get 10% off today by visiting hover.com/ondeck.
Welcome to On Deck. I'm Matt Harris, and today I am on the Lab Rat set. And the kind of cool thing is there's a studio audience in front of. There we go. There we go. Now, I would love to say all of these students from Trenton High School came here to do a live studio on deck. Not the case. They're actually here to see these guys, Andy Walker, Sean Carruthers, the Lab Rats. How you guys doing?
Oh, doing great. What a fantastic day. It's just great to have these
So
guys
what are we
here.
doing here with all these folks in the audience?
Well, their teacher, Daniel, from Trenton High School.
Who we'll meet soon.
We will meet soon, right?
Yes,
He's
of
just over there. Emailed me and said, hey, I've been watching Lab Rats, and we kind of engage each other talking about using the show in his classroom and what he does. And he participated in helping us with Developer Junior.
Okay, right.
And he said, hey, would it be possible for us to come down and do a studio tour? And we went, wow, what a great idea. So the guys came down and we just shot an episode of Lab Rats.
So we did kind of, as you can see, a mailbag episode here. We've never done this before. We actually have the people here asking the questions. The guy, Sean, what was it like having kind of that one-on-one back and forth with the students?
Terrifying.
Well, for some of them, they were a bit nervous. But I'm sure
No, not for them. For him.
Oh, for you? You were
About me.
You were terrified.
Well, not so much.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm actually used to just working with this goofball over here and not.
If you can work with him, you can pretty much work with anything.
Yeah, but it's the audience adds a new dimension into it. So I've done stuff on camera, but there's never that automatic or feedback, that instant feedback. So it's a little bit intimidating.
Would you do it again?
Yes. Yes, I would. I mean, it was a great crowd. So.
Sounds good. Well, speaking of the crowd, I'd like to bring Troy in here. Come on in, Troy. Now, you were one of the students who asked your question on Lab Rats. What was the experience like?
Well, it was pretty good, actually. Learned a lot from Andy here, who answered my question.
Cool. Now, I don't want to put you on the spot, but who's your favorite Lab Rat?
Andy.
Oh! Well, as you can see, Andy Walker had the big budget for props for this episode, but yeah, it's quite crazy, the control you get. See, that's why I want a studio audience every episode of On Deck, just for that very reason. Well, thanks very much, Troy, for being here, and I'm glad you get your question answered.
Oh, yes, I did.
Did you? Okay, so he didn't kind of skirt the issue? You knew what you were talking about?
I tried.
Well,
It was hard.
You look good doing it, at least.
Oh, thank you very much.
All right, so moving down the line, I'm going to get in the man who made this all happen, Troy's teacher, Daniel. Come on in here, Daniel.
Thank you.
Now, we had you on Lab Rats, but this will air before that Lab Rats episode. So just kind of explain how you ran across the Lab Rats and what it kind of means to your teaching.
Okay, well, a few years ago, I was looking for podcasts for technology because I'm interested in that, and came across their show on a directory of podcasts, and just the name caught it, and then I think I saw my first show, and it was a food demo. And I just liked the chemistry that they had between them and the language they used to explain. It was very clear. So I started using it to start my classes. It was a great way to get kids to focus at the beginning of the classroom. Some teachers use silent reading. I used silent viewing. And then I would have them do actual assignments because the blue tags along the bottom that would give them links to different resources.
Right.
I would have them do assignments on that. And then afterwards, it just became a regular use of the show. And I came across Andy on Twitter. Right. And just had a proposition for him. And he was very generous in accepting it, passing it on to you, and met Global Hermit and on Twitter as well. And you guys have been fantastic hosts and making us feel very welcome.
Well, we're very happy to have you here. I'm going to put you on the spot as well. Favorite episodes of the library they have? It has to be of Andy blowing something up.
I think it was, oh boy.
Marshmallows
okay,
burning?
the marshmallows right down to Tic Tacs, explaining optical media, and you include the use of open flame, which is really cool. And
don't try this at home, kids. Especially with Tic Tacs.
Yeah, I do remember that. Got a little out of control. You have to see that episode. So it was fantastic.
Well, Daniel, I want to thank you for being on deck, and for you and your whole class for being here on the Lab Rat shoot.
Thank
for
you.
everything we've spoken about, go to butterscotch.com, and don't forget about our friends at hover.com, the easiest way to register your next domain. Use the promo code at the bottom of the screen. You'll get 10% off your next domain registry. I'm Matt Harris for the studio audience and my friend Andy Walker. Sean Carruthers, Trenton High. I'll see you guys next week.
This episode is brought to you by our friends at Hover, the easiest way to buy domain names and do more with them. Get 10% off today by visiting hover.com/ondeck.